So friends, let's see a dry coconut or desiccated coconut karanji recipe. Now for the dough, I've taken 1 cup of maida or all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of semolina or rava, 1/4 cup of melted toop, ghee or clarified butter, and some salt to taste, and some water. Approximately I've used 1/4 cup of water and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to transfer the flour and the semolina to a large mixing bowl. I'm also going to add the salt and we're going to mix all the dry ingredients well. Now I'm going to add this hot melted ghee. First I'm going to add just about 7 teaspoons. The mixture should resemble breadcrumbs. And then you just keep on adding. You should be able to hold the mixture like this in your hands. It should be, it should come together, and then just add little water at a time and form a nice dough. The dough should be very soft and flexible. Now I've just posted a recipe where I'm using whole wheat flour and I'm using fresh coconut. So go and check it out on Akshata's recipes. I'll leave a link to that recipe as well. So now knead the dough really well till all of it comes together and leaves the sides of the bowl. You should have no dough on your hands as well. And just add another 2 or 3 drops of this melted ghee. The dough should not stick to your fingers as well. It should be very, very flexible and very, very soft. Crush the dough like this a bit and again knead it well. Now the dough should be such that if you press your fingers into it, it should make a mark and it should not bounce back. Now rest the dough for about 2 to 3 hours. Now we're going to just make some cardamom powder. So I've just taken about 4 elaichis or cardamoms and I'm just going to peel them and use the seeds. I use the peel for my tea. I just add it to my tea when I'm boiling my tea, like many of you who follow my recipes might know. And I'm just going to pound this into a very fine powder. You can also use the ready-made one. Now I'm going to chop about 1/4 cup of cashew nuts as well as kismis or raisins. You can add whatever dry fruits you want. Now here I have 1 cup of desiccated coconut and 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of khuskhus, 1 teaspoon of elaichi powder that we just prepared, and here are the chopped cashew nuts and the kismis. Now I'm going to roast the desiccated coconut on a very low flame till it becomes light brown in color. Now try and use a non-stick pan for this. It works well. Transfer it to a bowl. Next we're going to just wipe the bowl clean and we're going to now roast the poppy seeds. Don't roast it for very long, just for about half a minute till it becomes a little light brown color and you get this aroma of the khuskhus or the poppy seeds. Add that as well. Every time you roast something, add it, wipe it down with a spatula and then clean your pan with a clean kitchen towel. Now we're going to dry roast the kismis and the cashew nuts. Transfer that as well. Add the elaichi powder. And now you're going to mix all of this. So this is our filling for the karanjis. Now you're going to add the powdered sugar. I just took the sugar and ground it in my dry mixer. You can also use the ready-made sugar or icing sugar. And now our mixture is all ready. I'm just going to put it on the pan till all of the sugar melts. It should turn a little light gold in brown in color. Keep your flame on very low and continuously stir. Try and use a wooden ladle or spoon because then it heats up, and if you use a steel spoon the heat will transfer to your hand, so always use a wooden spoon. So our mixture has now cooled down completely after an hour. I'm going to make small balls with the dough. Now I'm going to roll the dough into a very small, into very smooth dough, and I'm going to roll it out. Now you see I've not added any flour to my rolling board because our dough is so easy to work with and so flexible. Now I'm just going to add about a teaspoon, and I'm also going to use this cutter. You can also use a fork if you don't have this cutter. Put the filling, just put a little water towards the edges so that you can seal it up. Put all of the filling in the center. Lift the part where you have put the water and put it on the dry side. Seal it up really well with your fingers, because we don't want the filling to come out in the oil. And now you can just roll this cutter and cut it into a nice shape like that. If you don't want to cut it off, you can just put, press it down with a fork to give it a nice design, and then press it down with this to give this a nice design. So doesn't that look really pretty? So it serves two purposes. It looks pretty and it also helps to seal everything in. Now keep your oil for heating for deep frying on a very low to medium heat till the oil is nice and hot. So don't these karanjis look really pretty? And these karanjis can be kept for a very long time, for about a month. Just put them into a nice steel tin. Now this is the other way to make it. Just seal it like this if you don't want to cut off the edges. But ensure that it's sealed really well. So like I was saying, you can store this in a steel dabba. Just put a butter paper on the top and keep it in a very dark place, and keep checking on it every 2 or 3 days to see that the karanjis are good. But they last for about a month because we're using the dry coconut. If you use fresh coconut, then you have to make it on the same day and eat it, or you make it on a day and keep it maximum for a day. They don't last very long because it's fresh coconut. These last for a month if you store them properly. Now I'm just going to heat the oil, and I'm just going to test it by putting a small ball of the dough. If the dough rises up like this, then it's ready. And now just deep fry these beautiful karanjis till they're golden brown and crispy and really, really delicious. Now you can drain the excess oil on a kitchen towel, or sometimes I like to do it on a wire mesh. That way they remain even more crispier. And now I'll just break open one and show you how delicious do they look. So do try out this recipe this Diwali and leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching Akshata's recipe.